Hello, welcome to the Comic Bros Authority podcast. I am your host, Miles.
You're back!
Yay, I'm back.
He's back, everybody.
Yeah, I was gone for a while.
Yeah, and it's not good to have you back. I have to say, I was fine doing it on my own.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
Oh my God. You know, it was a little weird. I'm sure you heard the edit of my long pauses.
Yes. That was the first version I heard.
Yeah. Oh, because you didn't go to the edited one?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I had, but you know what? Editing magic.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. What do we...
Anyways, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Yay. So this is the podcast where we read and discuss comic books, all that fun stuff, recommend them to you.
Yeah, today we are diving into spooky books. This was supposed to be released weeks ago, but, you know, lives. Today we're going to be talking about Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness.
Ooh. You know, when you recommended this to me, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I completely forgot about this book.
Yeah. So, Andre, why don't you go ahead and give us the gist? What is Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness about?
Okay, so it's a crossover between two properties, the Marvel Zombies property from Marvel and Army of Darkness that's published through Dynamite. Basically, it just talks about how this virus really started in that universe and how the infection started to spread while you're following the main character of the Evil Dead Army of Darkness franchise, Ash Williams.
Yeah. I mean, this is a book that we read a very long time ago.
This was at the beginning of our collecting.
Yeah. I remember this hit the stands. You got the second printing.
I did get the second printing.
Yeah, I remember this being on the stands. And this book was published when? 2006? 7?
Yeah. It continues after the first. No, it leads into the Marvel Zombies series. So basically, this acts as a prequel.
Yes.
But it was published after the first one, and Marvel Zombies was a huge hit.
Yeah. Marvel Zombies, of course, was a spin-off of Mark Miller's and Greg Land's Ultimate Fantastic Four story.
Yeah.
And in which the Ultimate, Reed Richards, he sees the life he wants to have, and he goes and tries to explore that other universe and gets trapped inside the Marvel Zombies universe. And then that's what leads into, it's when that book closes out, that's what leads into the Marvel Zombies proper, written by Walking Dead creator Robert Kirkman.
Yes.
And who did the art on that?
That was Sean Phillips.
Sean Phillips of Houses of the Unholy and Criminal.
Yeah.
So yeah, when seeing this, I brought it up to wanting to read it because we're huge fans of course, Marvel and also Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
I want to get into a little brief history about that.
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
All right. So Evil Dead is my favorite horror franchise. I remember because at first we watched Army of Darkness when we were children, and we thought the movie was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, it is one of my favorite films. It's fantastic. I understand it now. But now, or maybe a few years later, sometime later, we saw Evil Dead, the first one, and that scared the shit out of us.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I remember being, terrified.
Yeah, even though it was, cheap looking and everything, it was still pretty gnarly. Mm-hmm. And we saw it on IFC one night, and it just stuck with me of how scary that movie was. And I still get a little freaked out from it, even though it's extremely low budget. But it wasn't until maybe senior year of high school where I watched Evil Dead 2, and that movie is just it's like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
It's fucking bonkers.
I love it. Of course, it has the reputation that it does now. So, and this was published at a time where Marvel liked to get along with other companies, because during this time they had a lot of other intercompany crossovers like Transformers, Avengers.
That was, yeah, I like that one because it's just Transformers and the new Avengers.
Yeah. Transformers, New Avengers. There's, of course, the book we're talking about today. So, yeah, that's what's like crazy about this, because I don't think Marvel would ever do anything like this ever again.
Yeah, ever since they got bought out by Disney, I don't think they will.
No.
I mean, like, luckily we have that DC versus Marvel omnibus that just came out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that just released. We got it in our hands.
Yes.
Did yours come in?
No, it's being shipped.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, so I'm expecting it this week.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got my 2 copies. I ordered 2 by accident.
Please.
I don't really know anything much about the creators of this book.
John Layman?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I know John Layman's name because I believe John Layman did, I believe it's Chew.
Oh, did he do Chew?
I do believe so. Let's see. Yep.
Wow.
Yep, he did Chew.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing about Chew is that, like, it can be very serious, but also fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, okay. I've only read the first issue, but I know everyone talks about it in such high regard, so.
Yeah, and honestly, it's one of the best comics to ever come out. I think it's just a hilarious book.
Oh, okay.
Because there are just little things in it in the background that you don't really notice on a first read. But when you go back and look at it and you see it, it's a laugh out loud funny.
Oh, okay.
So you could see and Chew came out a couple years after this book, I believe. But yeah, you could see a lot of his writing style of that in this book.
Oh, okay.
Just the little bits.
Yeah, because I did notice some of the background stuff going on in this book, and some parts did make me laugh out loud funny. So,
yeah, I'm not sure who the artist is. I've never seen him work beyond this.
Yeah, I've never seen his art here, but I have the hardcover, the out of print hardcover right here, and so it's written by John Layman with art by Fabiano Neves. And let's see here.
And colors by June Chung. I like her work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the story consultant was Robert Kirkman for this book.
Oh, yeah, huh?
And he was the one, if you don't know that name, he's the guy who created The Walking Dead and Invincible, huge properties right now on television. Yeah. But he also did a little stint at Marvel where he wrote.
He's been very vocal about his time at Marvel.
Yeah.
He hates Marvel. That's something him and the rest of the founders at Image have in common.
Oh, yeah, that's why they're at Image.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's see. Fabiano Neves. It looks like he was the ongoing artist for Army of Darkness from the Ashes series at the time. And then he also did Xena, Warrior Princess.
Oh, well, look at that.
Yeah.
Another Sam Raimi property.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Okay, so let's get into the story of this.
Yeah. So where do we find ourselves with Ash at this point in Marvel Zombies?
Well, he just pops out of the sky, literally. He falls into a dumpster. There's this old hag that is trying to get some change from him. It's kind of a fake out. And he lands in the middle of like New York City, and he sees one of the wrecking crew members fighting Daredevil.
Yeah.
And it turns out that this old hag is actually a deadite warning him about the prophecy of this world's going to fall apart. And Ash is about to chainsaw this deadite old lady. Daredevil comes in to try to stop him, but the Wrecking Ball. What the fuck is this guy's name?
Yeah, I think his name is Wrecking Ball.
It's a Wrecking. Okay,
I have no idea.
Jesus Christ, how original.
Well, it was probably like the 60s or the 70s when he was made up. I mean, come on, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, he ends up knocking out Daredevil, and to shaking hands with Ash saying, "Hey man, like it's all good. I'm glad I can help you, save the day." And then we do like a hard cut to a newspaper he's holding, and it's like, what does the newspaper say? Wrecking crew escapes Rikers, crime wave continues, and he just says, "Oops."
Like when the old hag shows up and it's like, oh, this world will fall and the army of the dead will rise, and he goes, "Oh, let me tell you what I think about that." And the next battle just him punching an old lady. And that's what I like about this book, because it's funny like that.
Yeah.
And you like, when I read it in Bruce Campbell's voice.
Yeah, me too. He has such a distinct voice.
Yeah, he does. And it especially shows in this writing where you can hear that voice in your head. And it sounds exactly what Ash Williams would say.
Yeah, because it totally has his vernacular and everything, and like his phrases and things like that. So it's like a perfect representation, as well as the artist like doing a great Bruce Campbell face.
Yes.
Like drawing that. That chin, you just see it. I like how in this story he doesn't really take the superheroes very seriously.
Yeah, he just calls them all crazy buffoons.
Yeah.
In tights.
And he's like crazy buffoons in tights and everything like that. And he's just like bewildered at the fact that people have superpowers and wearing costumes.
Yeah. Which is something that, he's not used to from his world. His world is just, people, friends, and family being possessed.
Yeah. So I guess where this comes from is Ash was dead and going to heaven.
Yeah. So I guess to backtrack a little bit, this is a spinoff from an Army of Darkness comic that was coming out during the time.
Okay.
And there was an evil Ash and regular Ash, and evil Ash pushed regular Ash's soul out of his body and sent him to heaven. But while he was in heaven, there was a Marvel zombie up there.
It was Sentry.
Yeah, it was the Sentry, and eating the bodies, and he tried to attack the Sentry, but then it knocked him out into this continuity.
Yeah.
And then like you get that verbiage from that Ultimate Fantastic Four issue and the first issue of Marvel Zombies, where it said the skies go dark and a flash of light.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that was like the line of how the zombie infection started. So basically, Ash Williams encountered, Sentry, and when he was knocked out of heaven, he brought this Sentry with him.
So in the other Marvel Zombies book, does it let you know that the Sentry was the one who started the zombie plague?
I do believe so.
Okay. So Ash Williams, much like the rest of the Evil Dead movies and Army of Darkness, he's the cause of it.
Yes. Yeah, basically. But he kind of lands in like a 1970s version of Marvel.
Yeah.
Because all the characters are wearing their old 1970s costumes. Like Miss Marvel is in that black leotard. Yeah. Scarlet Witch in her classic costume. Luke Cage, Iron Man.
Iron Man in his like very classic armor.
Yeah, that's probably like his suitcase armor.
Oh, is it? I would think like it's the one with the roller skates, right?
Black Widow in that like gray.
Oh yeah,
that gray jumpsuit. Hawkeye in his classic purple costume.
Yeah, I can see that here.
Yeah, and but like the names of the characters are different. Like Captain America's called Colonel.
Yeah, he's Colonel America.
Yeah, I think that's the only difference with the name, because you don't hear anyone else being called anything different. It's just Colonel.
Why?
I don't know, maybe just to make the distinction that this isn't like 616 Marvel, obviously.
But if you're picking up Marvel Zombies, you should know that already.
Yeah. I don't, man, if I could go back in time with Xavier's powers, I'd try to find out.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand, why they call him Colonel in here, but Yeah, whatever. Ash tries to warn the Avengers. They don't take him seriously.
They think he's crazy because he's shouting nonsense. And he was like, and the Deadites did lock me up in an insane asylum once.
Is that the video game?
I think so.
Huh.
I think it all ties in together.
Yeah, because he mentions going through time. Of course, that's Army of Darkness and stuff like that. But yeah, this is an extremely violent book.
Yeah, when we first picked it up all those years ago, I was really afraid to take it to the counter because I was like, shit, what if they don't let me pay for this copy?
Parental advisory or mature readers only.
Yeah. Just like the same thing when we picked up the first issue of Kick-Ass. I was like, oh, are they even going to let us?
Oh, yeah.
But
they did.
Yeah, and they did. We were like, what, 13, 14 at the time?
No, we were 15.
Yeah.
15. And then after that, I was like, all right, let me see these issues of Criminal here. Let me see this issue of, Punisher Max or whatever, a Max title.
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool Max.
Deadpool Max.
There we go. But yeah, it's the Sentry starts attacking New York, and that's where the zombie plague starts, and he's just ripping apart all the heroes, and it's so grotesque and violent.
Yeah, he broke Black Widow's neck, like, all the way around.
Yeah.
Twisted that thing around, bit everyone. There's a giant gash into Luke Cage, who has unbreakable skin.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I turned the page here, and it's Hawkeye. He's munching on somebody's brains.
Oh God.
Yeah.
A very violent book. You see piles and piles of bodies and brains and guts.
Yeah. All the while, Ash is just reaffirming, "Hey, I'm right. Like, you guys should have listened to me, you costume bozos."
Yeah, so Spider-Man goes and picks him up and tries to save him, which is, the most Spider-Man thing to do.
Yeah.
Which I think is great. And he doesn't want to be left alone. Or Ash doesn't want to be left alone, but Spider-Man's like, oh, I got to go take off.
Yeah, so that's what leads into Marvel Zombies Dead Days, right?
Yes. With that dope fold-out cover of X-Men #1. The X-Men #1 homage.
Yeah. For most of the second issue, it's just like carnage as you see the Avengers ripping off people's arms. You see they're attacking this old Luke Cage has like this old lady, Captain Marvel now. She rips off that old lady's arm, and Black Widow's eating the dog.
and his comment, he was like, "Oh, it's a bad day to take the dog out."
No, he says, "I guess Granny down there picked the wrong day to take Fido out for a stroll."
The dialogue in this is sharp.
Yes.
It is sharp for Ash Williams as he's like hitting on all the women, because when he tries to warn the Avengers, they're like, what should we do about this guy? I don't know. And then you see him in the background. He's like, you ladies couldn't get enough of Ash, huh?
He's so fucking full of himself. It's great. That's what I like. I guess John Layman write? I guess he was also the writer for Xena. But man, yeah, he definitely has.
Yeah, he definitely has the voices down.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, oh yeah, like he's got Ash down to a T because he's such a smart ass. He's so full of himself. Even when he's helping Punisher, and then he just like dips out on him. He fucking leaves Punisher to die.
Yeah, Punisher goes and like he straight up murders Kingpin and all his like underbosses,
like Tombstone,
and he's like, Hammerhead. When I run out of magazines, you go ahead and you throw me 2 more, and so on. And then he goes outside and does that, and he's like, Ash. He looks behind him. Ash is not there, and he's like, Ash, and he gets overrun by zombies. And it just goes to show you like how flawed and how great Ash Williams as a character is.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah. That's where he meets up. He saves Dazzler, meets up with her, but he's constantly like hitting on her, checking her out.
Yeah. Like there's this one panel, he's looking at her ass.
Yeah.
And then she's like, can you not? And he's like, I'm just looking for bites.
He's like, I gotta make sure. He calls her, take it easy, sweet cheeks. The name's Ash. And I'm just checking for zombie bites. Oh,
You
my
do such a
gosh.
good Ash impression that I'm sure this is probably your favorite hero of all time.
Yes. Oh my god. I love the reveal because reading this monthly, like the end of issue 2 has one of my favorite kind of
Oh yeah, that's right.
it had one of my favorite kind of jump scares, I guess, or like kind of like jaw-dropping moments.
Yeah.
You see Howard the Duck is eating Ash's brains.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember waiting an entire fucking month for that and just being like, oh man, it's like Ash is dead. How is the story going to go on?
Yeah.
Lo and behold, it wasn't. It was this universe's Ashley
It was Ashley G. Williams.
G. Williams. There you go.
Yeah, and Ashley J. Williams is the Ash that we know from the franchise.
Yeah. So I mean, even so, they like kind of recount this Ashley G. Williams story in issue 3, and I think he was a pretty competent hero.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, he chopped up Hulkling. He was fighting multiple man. Let's see. Yeah, the only thing is he got.
I love it when he chops up Hulkling and he says, "That's right, youngin. Who's disassembled now?"
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and I really like when you open up issue 3. It's just a splash page of the cover to Army of Darkness, but you have Dazzler
Oh, yeah,
at the
yeah,
bottom
that's
holding
right.
onto his leg.
That is Army of Dark. Yeah, that is. That's a good one. Yeah, man, I really give props to this artist.
Yeah, you know what? I think this
To
artist
Nevis, yeah.
I think this is before, people started talking about how revealing costumes are, because you look at Dazzler and Scarlet Witch and it's in your face.
It is.
It's the way the viewpoints are in different panels. These are big breast women, just from like any vantage point you have to get a shot of the cleavage in there.
Yeah, I think. Let's see. Yeah, because there's a panel later on. I think it's like issue 5, where you see Enchantress, and he just draws her like so fucking like busty, like very big chested.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, like this is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
She looks like
it's revealing.
Yeah, these are like E's.
Like the way Greg Land draws women.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I do want to point out. All right. So Greg Land is a notorious artist. He gets a lot of work at Marvel because he's reliable and fast. I get it. But I personally am not a fan of his work. He does a lot of tracing from like porn and like fan magazine, or not fan, or like sports magazines and like all that stuff. So if you see the way he draws his characters, they don't match the dialogue or the intention of the scene. And I would say that this art did kind of remind me a little bit of Greg Land.
I was thinking that exact same thing as I was going through it.
Okay, it wasn't just me.
Because like you just look at the face models.
Yeah.
I think all the women look the same, just a different hair color. Obviously, Ash Williams is. I mean, of course, he has to look like Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, that's why. And that I think like with, at least with Bruce Campbell, you need to have that because it sells, the dialogue and like the story, because I'm reading it in his voice. I'm totally getting it. And that's the one I don't mind. But yeah, there's some other things in here where I'm just like, oh wow, this looks like a lot of reference tracing.
Yeah, that's where I would like. I like the art, but I don't know too much about this artist, progress and going like how does he get to this point of I don't know. They just look like they're all posing all the time, like the way Greg Land does.
Yeah.
And now I'm not trying to say this dude is straight up tracing, but there's a part of me that's kind of feeling that.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too. And then I'm looking over here. It's in issue 3. It's like this top panel, and you're just I know this is an audio podcast. You can't it's not visual.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was looking at too. The of Scarlet Witch's face as she's crying.
Who's the colorist on this?
It's-
June Chung.
Yeah.
Has she worked with Greg Land before? Because this kind of like
No. Usually Greg Land works with Frank D'Armata.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Frank D'Armata does a lot. Frank and Justin Ponser, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Ponser.
Yeah.
Damn. He was the goat. He was my favorite colorist.
Yeah, same. Yeah, the goat of coloring.
Man.
Shit. Damn.
All right. I like this part where they go into the Sanctum Sanctorium and you see Dr. Druid.
Yeah.
Like, and this is honestly the
You
only
mean Doctor Stephen Strange, Sanctum Sanctorium?
What is that? Like a superhero tongue twister? Yeah, Dr. Druid. He died in the 80s, right?
In the 90s.
The 90s. Okay, yeah. I don't know this character at all. I think
Yeah,
I read like a total of like 3 issues with the guy in it.
He's an asshat. Because I'm currently reading 80s Avengers, and I just don't like his character. He's just a dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So but yeah, he died in the 90s. I think he died in Hellstrom miniseries that was published. It was written by Warren Ellis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was part of like the whole Midnight Suns thing. In
Oh,
the
okay.
90s.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I like the fact that because Dr. Druid is eating Wong, and he can hold back the hunger for a little bit, but Ash tells him like, "Hey, you help us find the Necronomicon," because that's kind of the main narrative thrust going on here. Is they're trying to find the Necronomicon to get rid of this zombie plague. So he tells him like, "Oh, hey, I can help you. We can reverse, this hunger, the zombie plague in you." Dr. Druid says, "Do you really mean it?" And then he just blasts him in the face and he says no. And it says, "Sorry, Chuckles."
No remorse.
Yeah.
But they learn that they have to get they have to go to Latveria to get the Necronomicon.
That sounds like a tongue twister.
That you know what? I woke up hours ago, but I'm barely having my coffee.
Yeah, same. I'm hungover.
Oh, that's why you're so
What?
nothing. Yeah, plus we get a sweet cameo from Next Wave, Agents of Hate.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, okay. I'm going to guess that John Layman is he's a fan of Next Wave.
Yeah,
Because he does these panels like how Next Wave would be. If you haven't read that series, go read it because it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So, on the Marvel Unlimited app, they have like creators picks.
Yeah.
And they go and they choose some of their favorite runs throughout Marvel comic history.
Yeah.
A lot of them choose Next Wave.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it is.
We should do that one. That's a fun book. I haven't read it in a while.
We should do it.
Yeah. It's a nice little like jab at Marvel.
Yeah.
Like it's a very meta.
Yeah, plus Warren Ellis doesn't like superheroes.
No. I read an interview with him where they were talking about his Ultimate Galactus trilogy, and they asked him, they're like, "Oh, do you think you'd be writing, Fantastic Four and doing all this stuff? Do you like superheroes?" And he's like, "No, not really. Didn't grow up reading them." Like, what's his name? We wrote Preacher, Garth Ennis.
Yeah,
it's like we read a lot of 2000 AD growing up. And it's like, so that's what I like. And then
Garth Ennis doesn't really like superheroes either. Look at The Boys.
His favorite superhero is Superman.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I always have to admire someone who loves Superman.
Yeah, he loves like Superman. I think his favorites are the Trinity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. Even though he likes to poke fun at superheroes.
And yeah.
I get it.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Yeah, so I mean
Anyways, back to this.
Back to the story. He calls Power Pack ankle biters.
Love it.
Love it. Oh man, they're like they have to go to Latveria because the Necronomicon is over in Doctor Doom's castle, and the whole time Ash is just hitting on Dazzler and Scarlet Witch.
Mm-hmm.
What does he say? Sorry, Ash, there's no such thing as a Quinjet Mile High Club, and if you don't take your hand off my knee, I'm going to break it off. And he says, you're lost, Toots.
Yeah, he's constantly hitting on them, giving them little nicknames. Sugar Plum. He's like, Sugar Plum, would it make you feel better if you were resting your head on a nice muscle man's arm?
Yeah. And I love how when they get to Doom's castle, he is constantly pissing off Doom.
And you don't want to piss off Doom.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to piss off Doom. But Ash, like, he's hail to the king or whatever.
It's like, Miss Maximoff, kindly inform your associate that I am the absolute monarch and lord of Latveria. And if he addresses me again as Yo 3PO, hey Tin Man, or Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, I will remove his head from his body.
And he doesn't give a shit that he does. Like, he's not afraid of Doom.
No, he's not.
Like Dazzler and Scarlet Witch are like, oh shit,
Don't piss off Doom. Don't piss off Doom.
and then Ash is there.
Yeah, I'm going to piss off Doom.
He calls him a jackass.
Yeah. He calls him Chief. Yeah, he's just constantly like, you can tell he's getting underneath Doctor Doom's skin. And that's the thing I love about this too. He just doesn't give a shit that he's in a superhero world. He's not amazed by it.
No, because he considers himself a true hero compared to everyone else.
It's so weird.
Yeah. Oh, it's because he's saved time and he's saved people before. So he believes he's like the picture perfect superhero.
Yeah. All right. So one thing. All right. I'm sorry to backtrack a bit, but when he tries to warn the Avengers of the zombie plague and they didn't take him seriously, they're calling him a nut. But these are superheroes, and they travel through time. They travel to other dimensions. Of course, you have magic spells casters like Doctor Strange and shit. So why don't they take him seriously?
Was Marvel really doing the whole interdimension travel at the time, or was that really DC doing that? Because
I mean, Fantastic Four go to other dimensions all the time.
yeah, okay.
Doctor Strange does too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Secret Wars is another dimension, technically.
Well, I thought Secret Wars was like...
Oh, wait, no, that's Patchwork Planet.
Yeah, Patchwork Planet.
Yeah, like the far end of the universe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, if you have like all these, all these superheroes, like, why didn't they take him seriously? Is it just because he's just a
Because he's a normal guy carrying around a shotgun and a chainsaw in his hand.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That was my only thing. I was questioning that. I was like, why? You guys are the Avengers. Like, why don't they take him seriously?
Mm-hmm. Basically, when they get to Latveria, they find out that the cause for the Marvel zombies is actually extraterrestrial and not
Sorcery.
not supernatural.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So there's no way the Necronomicon can help them in this situation.
Yeah,
so basically, everyone in that universe is pretty much fucked.
Yeah, they're fucked. It's done. It's like a no-win situation, and that's where he kind of gets this. There's an art change in here.
Yeah. So when the art changes, that is actually the artist that's on the Army of Darkness series.
Yeah, Fernando Blanco.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed these ash faces
Yeah.
that he does when he's like walking around in Doom's armor.
Yeah. It's more cartoony.
Yeah, definitely more cartoony. And man, that Necronomicon is long-winded too.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, this thing talks a lot. Yeah, and then right after that, you have Sean Phillips coming in to fill in some more art.
Yeah. Oh, well, when you talk about those E's, that's Sean Phillips doing that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, look at Enchantress. That's Sean Phillips Enchantress.
No, like, because it's right there, and then you go over here, and it's...
The next issue?
Yeah, the last issue. Like,
Okay.
Look at her when she's like... Okay, I think I understand, because that's what she's doing her Enchantress spell on
Yeah.
Ash, and he lets her escape. he sees her as something beautiful. Turns out she's a zombie.
Yeah. But I think it's really nice that they were able to like have Robert Kirkman as a consultant and then have Sean Phillips do some of the fill-in art.
Yeah.
I think that's great. You know, Sean Phillips, please do more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I miss your artwork.
What? Do more superheroes? Do more Marvel?
Yeah. I just miss his work.
Pick up some more Brubaker stuff, man. That's all. That's like the only person.
That's all he does.
All he does is just he probably doesn't want to do superheroes, and he's just like, I like to draw people. I'll draw people in neighborhoods and cars.
He doesn't want to draw no like anthropomorphic ducks.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do. He's like, I'm tired of drawing Iron Man and Captain America. Yeah, but Dazzler, she gets. I think that was a Greg Land moment going on when she gets her finger.
And she's like shocked looking at her finger as it's like spewing blood.
Yeah, and her face is like, her mouth is agape, but the dialogue just says, oh no, 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 no. What there's no like exclamation mark or anything like that. So it just comes off, at least that dialogue really comes off more of a calmer than what the scene, how you would usually react if your finger got bitten off by a zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, because in the artwork, she's looking more surprised than anything, but the artwork or the dialogue in there is like, oh no, oh no, 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 no.
Yeah.
But, you know, as a Sage left because you just got blasted in the face by Doom.
Yeah, he just takes her out in the next panel, which is pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Because you're with Dazzler the whole time, and then all of a sudden you're dead.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, crap.
And this isn't the kind of dead that you've been used to in this series because everyone's just like getting bit and then turning into zombies.
Yeah.
But this is straight up like murdered before she even turned to a zombie.
Yeah. She didn't even have time.
Yeah. And then when when you get to all the Sean Phillips artwork in it, I just think it's so cool because he kind of does like the homage pages, like the Secret Wars when they're trying to raid Doom's castle.
Oh yeah, they do this Secret Wars thing. Yeah,
the cover to #1. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's a really short run. It reads pretty quickly.
Yeah, it reads. Yeah, you said you finished this in like under an hour or something.
Yeah, it took me less than an hour to read this.
Yeah, it took me a little bit longer just because I was in the middle of reading other things and I was cleaning and cooking dinner for myself and my cat.
I heard you talking shit about her.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That bullshit she pulled on Scary Movie Night.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, shut up. And then everyone's just like, no, it's her house. I'm like, fuck you. Like,
she don't pay no bills.
She can't pay no damn bills. And I was like, get out of here.
Freeloader.
Ugh. Get out of here, Chloe. Too loud. Just staring at me. Shut up, you're too loud. Get the fuck down. Oh god. But yeah, so yeah, Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness, very fun read, very great. If you're I think if you're a fan of Army of Darkness, if you're also a fan of just seeing kind of grotesque violence and superhero books, then it's for you.
Yeah, I agree. If you're a horror fan, this is definitely up your alley.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, this book is out of print.
Yes.
It is very expensive to find online because I was trying to find this book for so long. And I'm in a few Facebook groups where people sell comics. And this guy just had a random stack of books. And he was like, I'm getting rid of these. These are $5 each. And I messaged him right away, and I was like, I'll take that Marvel Zombies Army of Darkness. And yeah, so I got this one for $5 online.
Yeah, and I still have my issues. I collected the series back when it came out. I didn't get any collected editions, just the singles.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, because this was usually intercompany crossovers and stuff don't get reprinted, and this is a co-publication with Dynamite. So, and since it has Marvel characters in it, it doesn't get reprinted in any Army of Darkness reprints or anything like that. So, there are maybe like ways on Hoopla you can read it.
Just if the price is low on eBay, you could probably find it there. And yeah, so just like Miles said, it's just unfortunate that you can't.
Yeah.
But yes, unfortunately, you can't find this book anywhere. I mean, if you can, good luck. Please go out there and buy it. It's a fun ride.
Yeah, definitely. And if you personally know me and you want to go ahead and borrow it to read it, you're more than likely to message me.
Oh, that's a great advertisement.
Yeah, exactly. So it seems like that's our episode today. So yeah, that's Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness by
John Layman,
Fabiano Neves, Jun Chung, and company. So do we have any announcements for anybody?
Not really. The Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees episode is finally going to be coming out soon, so just hold on to your butts.
Oh yeah, I have not. Yeah, we're going to be doing that one soon. I still have yet to read it because I've been waiting.
Oh, do you have it?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, me too.
Okay, and then we have some more episodes down the pipeline, as well as more episodes with guests.
Yes.
So yeah,
just go ahead and stay tuned. Comment, rate us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify Podcast. It helps us reach an audience, which we desperately need.
Yes.
Just go ahead and do that for us. Just so more people when this podcast can pop up and everyone can see it.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty. I'm Miles.
And I'm Andre. Signing off.
Bye.
Bye.